That's right. I don't even think it's going to fall back down after all, guys. I am being truthful. To tell you the truth, I am here. In this case, my guess is that it might just consolidate and continue to rise, since the way that XRP moves is that it would, because of this sort of conduct. I don't want to talk about the charts as much as I do in the video that I'm going to show you today. Nevertheless, if you take a look at the characteristics of XRP and the way it is going at the moment, I simply hope that it will continue to consolidate for a little while more, and then I will participate in the formation of a structure. That's right, it's only going to continue climbing higher. Consider the possibility that they will not let anyone to return with lower pricing in order to be fair. On the other hand, who knows? Not by virtue of vice. To hell with it. I have no idea whether you guys are considering purchasing an extra piece for around $2.80. Without a doubt, we are in the green today. Is this something? Do you agree? What can I say? It's enormous, people. It's even enormous. This is the reason why you want to purchase XRP, right? First, let's take a look at some other currencies that carry a far higher level of risk. Not even close to the amount of work that XRP accomplished. Simply take a look at this. It's been 7 days, right? In addition to the fact that XRP is a safe haven asset, it is also seeing explosive growth. Now, the reason why it is possible that it will never go back down is because we are currently witnessing genuine XRP quantities that are significant. Unlike the nature of ice, it is quite improbable that the price will decrease by a significant amount more than it has already. Guys, if I had been in this situation, I would have leaped in here. Right? There is a good chance that what is going to take place here is that they are going to create a structure, then go up from another structure, and then just keep going up and what? And at the bottom of these ranges is where you will be able to enter. Just because of the volume. And the reason why I might not ever dump at all again is because if you look at the volume, there is an additional component that is literally $16 billion, and you might be wondering what that is all about. Most likely it is the one Korean exchange Up.Bits is doing a lot of the volume work here, right? Exactly which of them is insane. Indeed, I do not believe that it is possible to influence it in a negative direction when there is such a large amount of money going through the ecosystem or through XRP. Alright folks, in addition to that, the moon is just around the corner. I am not joking. It would appear that a new all-time high may be reached in the very near future in the coming weeks. Now gentlemen, let's get to the exciting part of XRP in the community that uses it. In this context, the term white interest refers to the question, what do we have here? Prepare yourself, David Schwartz, with your eyes wide open. Does anybody have any idea what I'm doing in this picture? 11th of July 2023. Indeed, it is clear that he is flying. It is appropriate to act as Superman, the superhero. The next RP pump is scheduled for today, which is basically turning this picture into a reality. Today is July 11th. Indeed, it is the 14th of July. A couple more dates are still available here. The situation is getting increasingly more bizarre. It all starts on the 14th of July. In a literal sense, the number 714 is what you get when you put in Gematria, July 14th. Or at least that is how I can estimate it starts. In a few days from now that will be the case. At 13 o'clock they announced that XRP was not a security. Do you think the matter might be resolved within the next 2 days? It will start on the 14th. Hold on, what is it? What's even more insane is that according to the Ethiopian calendar, the 14th of July is the 7th day of the 11th month. What a beautiful time to be alive, isn't it? Therefore, on the same day as the 14th of July, at 7:14, it is possible that it will come out to be one enormous leap, right? In Sumerian, one enormous leap. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the first time we have seen this one large leap imagery right here. Okay, and this was for Mr. Poole a very long time ago, people, back in the year 2020, which is a very long time ago. He used to publish a lot of these images where mountain terrains, or there was this one individual who was simply leaping forward, and leaping forward. Alright. Perhaps you should keep on. The following is a delta for the 23rd of July. You should also keep this in mind, because it appears to be so bullish this month. Even more, we predicted that this month is going to continue to rise and would never end. having fun over the next several days. As was the case on July 15th, I, in my humble opinion, believe that this clearly most likely has some connection to the price. Okay. Oh, and certainly, good day friends. These past 1, 2 and 3 days have been absolutely incredible, and the bear would want to send every one of you a bear hug and a lot of love. After that he is quoted as saying that the best is yet to come and that fate smiled on July 15th. Everything is simply pounding, and that's for the 15th of July. Okay. Fortune is smiling upon everyone right now since everything works so well. How would you feel if the price of XRP reached a new all-time high on July 15th? It is impossible to say what will occur, because as Mr. Poole pointed out, you should always keep moving forward and never give up. Actually, we had a conversation about this around 2 weeks ago, which is probably the case. As a direct result of Mr. Poole's tweet on 716, the value of XRP will continue to rise and will never cease doing so across the United States. You folks are able to recall that, proper. I get the impression that it is leading the charge on this. Oh yes, just so you know, the next week is also Crypto Week. It will be released on July 16th. Unusual. If we were to discuss prosperity on July 15th, the golden Chinese sign for prosperity would be appropriate. That clock right here, folks, from the bear, is the one you gotta have. That is prosperity. Absolutely, it does appear to be the case. It is becoming a reality. Obviously the greatest is still to come in the future. Once upon a time, Mr. Poole tweeted, "Are you happy and content?" Perhaps the most intriguing thing is that he did not just write or tell us, "Are you happy?" But in addition to the sun shining brightly, when you are outside, I suppose I would say that gives the impression that it is the sun. Even if I had to speculate, I would not know. At first glance, it appears to be a sun. On the other hand, if you step outdoors and stare up at the sun while it is shining so strongly, you will feel the breeze hitting your skin. If something is striking you in the face, then you are probably joyful. I just had this other interesting thoughts in Easter egg. He posted happy but with the sun. It's not winter, that means it's summertime, most likely. Which then are you happy, right? Because this is all about the energy, guys. This is for 716, the same time as go up and never stop, which tells us go up and never stop, and to the right. Right top, to the right and to the top right, guys. That's how price moves, right? Like this, guys. Okay. And during the same pool drop, he is inquiring as to whether or not we are content. Therefore that means that the price will be going up, right? I can deduce from this that the price is likely to increase. The date July 19th, 2023 saw the flipping of a switch. You do realize that Mr. Poole tweeted out the flip of the switch at one point in time, right? Having one's power activated. You guys 719, I believe that to be the case, right? Yeah, it's definitely about to get insane now. I suppose that appears to be the case. Once upon a time, Howard Moon's banner was altered to completely reflect the color green. That's right, the White House has just tweeted out an all-green message, and also the Panicans. It was similar to a meme, however. Instead of posting it all green, Howard Moon did it first. And you can probably guess what this was. It was the 22nd of July a month ago. If 719 is the new year, then does that mean that 712 is the Christmas equivalent? Additionally, it is said that Christmas is just around the corner,